Welcome back to a new playthrough, Tyranny. Welcome. Let's get going. There. Options. Audio. A little loud though. Let's go ahead and get started. Northern requires strategy and efficiency, but forgives a few mistakes in combat. Companion combat AI is enabled by default. There is only one save slot is permitted. If your party is defeated, the game ends. You save is lost. You will start again. This is Baldur's Gate. All right. This is the cheap Baldur's Gate that I got for free. But let's just see how good this game is.
For over 400 years,
I told you.
the armies of Kairos the
You're right,
Overlord
yeah.
have swept across the known world.
You're right.
All who stood against them
Oh,
fell
we're listening
before
to
their
backstory.
might. Even the Archons, women and men of immense power, were forced to kneel, chained to the Overlord's will. Now Kairos' final conquest has come to our corner of the world, and two of the Overlord's armies compete for the honor of taking our
Genshin
lands.
Archons.
The elite disfavored, and the teeming horde of the Scarlet Chorus.
I don't know.
The voices of Nerat, spy master and archon of secrets, guides the fierce and undisciplined masses of the Scarlet Chorus. With each battle, the Scarlet Chorus grows stronger, as the defeated are given a simple choice: serve or die. Graven Ash, Archon of War and the Overlord's most loyal general, leads the disfavored. Though small in number, Kairos' ironclad legion has never met true defeat in open battle. Watching over the two generals is Tunon, the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, eldest of Kairos' minions. Tunon brings
There's gonna be a
Kairos' laws
test
to newly
after all
conquered
this is said and
lands,
done.
aided by the Fatebinders, judges and executioners of the Overlord's laws. You were among the youngest of the court of Fatebinders when Kairos' armies came to our lands.
That's me.
How could we have known that the fate of thousands would rest in your hands?
Oh shit. It's going down for real. Character creation. Woo! Okay, what am I creating? A female or a male? A little bit thicker.
Black woman.
Okay. I will create a black woman, though. It is what it is. In the Northern Empire, where you were born, women enjoy equal protections under the laws of Overlord Kairos. In the southern lands of the Tiers, women may cruise ship, but only men may own or captain a vessel. While these customs give the oceans to the men, the lands are trusted to the women. Men may rent and lease, but only women may own land and bequeath it to their daughters and sisters. Bequeath, that's such a good word. While following a parent's profession is standard, many women choose to pledge service to one of the Overlord's powerful archons. Those without a viable trade or lands to call their own are often drafted into the armies of the archons, where it is assumed that they will rise to the glory or vanish in obscurity in accordance to their worth. What is my portrait? Oh, there's multiple portraits. Face and hair. right there. Blonde.
On the lookout. I got it.
Interesting.
Flawless.
I'll just hold on to this. Moving cautiously.
We must rip. Found something.
Tribal tattoo. Where's that? Oh, the hand. The Tree of Life. I'll do the Tree of Life. We'll be a tree. Next, history. How did I join this army? Oh, I could do a... Oh, I get to create my own character. Okay, okay. Let's choose either Hunter or Lawbreaker. Which one? I kind of am on the side of Lawbreaker right now. Accused of a crime you most certainly did commit, you stood before Tunon the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, and argued your case with eloquence and conviction. Impressed by your logic, reason, and confidence, he found you guilty anyway. It is rumored that Tunon selects many of his agents from his prisoners. Who better to catch the wicked than those versed in such ways? In his mercy, Tunon offered you the choice of 2 sentences: decades languishing in prison, or lifetime servicing him in the court of fate binders. The choice was an easy one, and instead of seeing the inside of a cell, you were trained in letters and numbers, magic and war. The laws you once broke are now yours to interpret and enforce. I was a lawbreaker. You were trained in the following combat style. Ooh. Ooh. So much customization. Let's see, we have a tree tattoo. Regiment that focuses on granting bonuses to yourself and your allies. Let's do shock spells. I was a shaman in my days. Charged fist. Secondary expertise. You also receive training in this combat style. Atrophy magic drains the skills and attributes of your enemies, weakening their attacks and making them easier to kill. I feel like I should choose one of these two. I'm gonna go with this one. Fill the target with a surge of greatness, granting them a bonus to might and vitality. Okay. Banner. Oh shit. Tree. Character colors. Green. And my name shall be... Give me a name. I need a good name. The zombie's still here. Should be. Name myself Root Beer. Guess he ain't here. I'm gonna name myself Root Beer. Okay. Oh shit, okay. Looks pretty good. Skills, 20 skill points? Jesus Christ. That looks pretty good. We're gonna use magic staffs only, so most likely. How do you want to continue? Selecting Conquest options will allow you to play through Kairos' Conquest of the Tears, choosing how your character was involved in the invasion. This gives you the most control over the starting state of the game and how other factions will react to your character. Conquest. Next.
All the world has fallen to Kairos, and now the Overlord's eye is on the Tears, our home. The last corner of the world free of Kairos' reign. Two armies, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, march south from the Northern Empire, the last realm to fall to Kairos a century prior. In the early days of 428, Kairos' armies arrive at the Gates of Judgment, the mountainous border that we Tearsmen so long believed unassailable. Unable to agree on a unified plan of defense, the various leaders of the Tears sit and wait for each other to deal with the conquerors, until it's too late.
Okay. During the conquest, you will decide your character's actions during Kyrios' invasion of the Tears, shaping the world through which you will adventure over the course of the game. The choice you make affects your character and how many major factions of the Tears respond to you. Your decision matters. Choose wisely. Year 1 of Kairos' conquest begins now. The Bastard City stood on the northern border between Kairos' empire and the Tears. Built upon a natural harbor at the crossroads between realms, the city was a nexus of commerce. To the Tears, it was a center of all wealth. To a northerner, it was little more than a backwater trading post. Its symbolic status as a gateway to the continent made it a natural first target in Kairos' military conquest. Circumstances were ideal for you to prove your worth over a soldier as Kairos' armies. Taking this city would send a message to the rest of the Tears. Kairos' will is insurmountable. Okay. Select a token on the map to begin. Gates of Judgment. In the first major engagement of the war, Kairos' armies crossed the mountains and established a foothold, or both armies sent their forces to prepare the way. The armies of Kairos took the battle to the Gates of Judgment, trumpeting the opening call of the conquest of the Tears. The Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus brought their distinctive sense of order and chaos that resulted, with the battle alongside the army whose approach best suited your strengths. Join the battle alongside the Disfavored or the Scarlet Chorus. Let's do the, I feel like the Disfavored is more my style. Standing shield to shield with Kairos' ironclad elite, you advanced on the mercenary army purchased by the nobles of the Bastard City. The Legion wanted to send a message to the Tears that superior breeding and disciplined training would win the day. The Bastard City learned too late that a military is earned and never bought. The mercenary army quickly found themselves outclassed by the superior tactics and formation of the Disfavored. Those few who lived to the end of the battle were rounded up, the weak executed, and the strong enslaved to haul the army's wagons on the journey south. Oh, you know what I gotta do? I've got to change the game on stream to Tyranny. Back to it. Find a way to defeat Kairos' armies in enemy territory. You decided the fate of enemy soldiers captured in battle. I decided the fate of enemy soldiers. Soldiers of the tiers fell by the hundreds, and Kairos' armies could not agree on how to handle. Befitting your role, the commanders turned to you to decide the fate of those who occupied prison pens. There were only enough prisoners to support the plan of a single army. Enslaved. Disfavored needs slaves to haul their gear, dig latrines, and keep their palace warm at night. You consign the survivors of battle to their subservient role among graven ashes, noble troops. Even demoralized by prior defeat, the soldiers of Tears put up minimal resistance to their new status in Kyrus' military. The disfavored enjoyed the luxury of putting others to work, but didn't allow themselves to grow soft, turning away from menial duties and focusing instead on a rigorous training regimen that left them alert and eager for combat. You gave the Tears slaves their first assignment, digging a mass grave outside the gates of judgment, where a cloud of flies marked the passage of Kyrus' army. Storm the wall outpost. I'm in chocolate, sorry. Carried them this far, but there was one more step before total victory. Both of the armies had inspired schemes to take the bastard city. Which did you support? Sabotage the city's defenses, burn the city, or assault on the main gates. You joined the disfavored vanguard in a direct assault upon the city gates. No fortification would stand between the unstoppable legion. You could get this. Searing Palm. Warrior's Respite. This time you regenerate health rapidly, but your damage is significantly reduced. And this is one per encounter. Create a cloud of obscuring shadows and dust for a short duration. Enemies that use physical attacks against you have significantly increased chance to miss. I feel like this is the most symboling end to me. You join the Scarlet Chorus in setting fire to the city and blocking the gates. Fire versus magic. I mean, this is gonna be pretty big in what I do. I was a lawbreaker, so let's do that. This passive strange to barricade the very gates is sought to cross, but it all made sense when the fires began. The Scarlet Chorus sent a constant rain of flaming arrows over the walls of the bastard city. A plague that lasted through the long days and tireless nights. By the end, the blaze was too much for the city defenders to contain. Citizens crowded at the gates, pleading to be freed from their smoldering city. You and your army were happy to oblige them. When the gates opened, they opened from the inside. Wow. Settled to a new state of normalcy. Only two places, I guess. Your name was whispered alongside the rumors of a decorated career to come. The armies divided into two fronts and migrated south. Timon sent word that you were to join the next frontier of Kairos' conquest, either as judge and overseer of the settlement of Leviathan's Crossing, or as a war advisor with the armies advancing into the realm of Apex. It's Lethian's Crossing. I say we do Lethian's Crossing. Year 2 of the conquest. Years ago, Lethian the Bold founded a small merchant town at the intersection of ancient old walls. A pact between the settlers and a mercenary company meant that caravans were able to travel without fear of bandits or bane, and the town thrived in the modest insignificance. Lethian's Crossing drew Kairos' attention for the iron deposits in the surrounding hills. With the region under Kairos' control, the northern smith mages could set up workshops to refine ore and arm the disfavored with the finest weapons in the known world. The Archon of Secrets dismantled the mercenary support with a generous bribe, taking the crossing in a bloodless victory. Tuna dispatched you to travel alongside Karis' forces and bring order to the region. Ooh. I like this one more. Worked day and night to create weapons. No one faulted their dedication, yet production was low. Plans came to light proved divisive on the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus. On the one hand, any additional manpower was needed for fighters, not forges. On the other hand, the celebrated weaponry of Kyrus' armies needed to be fiercely guarded. I say we draw from the Scarlet Chorus. Recruits. Scarlet Chorus took refugees from this recent influx and forced them to serve in Kyrus' military. You repurposed these individuals to haul wagons of iron for the Smith Mages. This proved an inconvenience to the Scarlet Chorus, who relied on their force of numbers to be effective in the field. Yeah, but the problem is, you need to help this team. Even if I get the fire aspect, it is what it is. Population of Lithian's Crossing has swelled from the emptying of lands destroyed by Kyrus' armies. Although the Scarlet Chorus fought to keep the refugees under their control, the need for production could not wait. The new recruits were reassigned to haul iron ore from treacherous mine shafts, labor more befitting the slaves than Kyrus' artisans. Though the disfavored grew stronger with the advantage of more weapons, the Scarlet Chorus diminished as their ranks found themselves with one less opportunity for growth. Tensions rose as disfavored elbows and mercenaries were asked. The forages improved production. Both armies demanded preferential treatment. Since you aided the production of weapons, commanders of both armies lobbied for additional arms. They offered all manner of bribes to be the next in line for a fitting session with masters of the forge. Lust, I let the disfavored have the iron. Iron, to the score, only pay very well for any killing tool. You allowed no changes to the ordinary dispensation of iron and punish those who tried to bribe you twice. I think I will give it to the Scarlet Chorus. I've been wanting to them. Nothing else. The Scarlet Chorus were wont to pay for services rendered. As a reward for arming a notorious gang boss with the finest weapons, Horde soldiers around camp found excuses to palm you rings or other valuables throughout the Apex campaign. You could hardly cross from one end of a camp to the other without your belt string jingling a personal anthem of wealth. The disfavored watched the chorus lieutenants parade about with bravado, themselves disgusted by this display. Tragedy struck when a mercenary hired by the voices of Narat injured a forge-bound artisan, leaving him unable to practice his craft. Tunin ordered the mercenaries to leave the city. Next. Who controlled the crossing? I feel like that for controlling this crossing, I think it should still be this. No, I think it should be the Scarlet Chorus. In the first few days of occupation, rampant theft, murder, rape, and arson. By the following week, the hordemen who sowed chaos for personal gain were dead. Strung up by more disciplined, half of them took up the reins as self-appointed bosses. The forge-bound continued to mint iron weapons and armor, which Kyrus' merchants crafted to the disfavored garrisons elsewhere in the tiers. Shipments were light or sometimes absent. The Scarlet Chorus quartermaster claimed ignorance of the matter. That is what it is. Okay. Moving on to the next area. Sounds like we're going to be going to the Azure. Vellum Citadel. On the Vellum and his treasures, its knowledge, its secrets, or the Stalwart. The most formidable realm in the tiers. I feel like we should do the Stalwart. We're going the military route right now. Keep going the military route. The realm of Stalwart was best known for its proud army, disciplined, courageous, and undefeated on their home soil. Skill and resolve made Stalwart a military power that Kairos' forces approached with due caution. With its southern position, Stalwart had been largely safe from war, watching for 2 years as its neighbors fell to Kairos' forces. On the dawn of the third year of war, Kairos' forces were finally poised to invade the Stalwart Peninsula and subdue the tier's most vaunted army. Tragedy struck when hungry Scarlet Chorus soldiers appropriated disfavored supplies. A stinging defeat led to accusations among Kairos' armies. Accused the disfavored of recklessness, the disfavored claimed the Scarlet Horse brought too few soldiers to cover their flanks. So you gave a ruling. I think that the Scarlet Chorus is in the wrong. You got fucking iron earlier, so whatever. Soldiers hurled venomous accusations your way, challenging your impartiality and wondering where justice could be found, if not in Tunan's fate binder. They argue that reputation should have no bearing on the law. When an enemy commander fell captive, Kairos' armies argued over what to do with her. Suspicions arose when Scarlet Chorus soldiers fought under the banner of the Stalwart. Scarlet Chorus soldiers were spotted fighting alongside the Stalwart defenders. The voices of Nerat insisted they were spies enlisted to gauge the army's weakness and sow discontent. The disfavored accused the soldiers of treason and demanded bloody reprisal. The contentious armies sought your ruling on the matter. Ordered the disfavored to execute these spies when they were found and demanded a full accounting of the so-called agents from the Scarlet Chorus. Trusting Kairos' spy master knew his business, he ordered the disfavored to ignore the Scarlet Chorus agents. You gotta assassinate a spy when you think they are. In a move that towed the edges of Kairos' law, disfavored soldiers tracked down and executed the Scarlet Chorus operatives and Stalwart under your orders. The voices of Nerat insisted that your bumbling effrontery had cost him critical intelligences, and the very conquest would suffer for it. Assuming that he wasn't lying, you questioned if the precedent of bolstering the enemy ranks with Kairos' troops was worth the fringe benefits of espionage. The disfavored carved a slow, steady path into the heart of Stalwart and surrounded the enemy's massive fortress. With the main bulk of their forces defeated, the enemy leadership retreated to their mighty fortress, content to wait out the war. The Overlord answered this impudence with an Edict of Storms on the peninsula, a devastating spell that would endure for as long as the cowardly hearts of Stalwart's leaders persisted in beating. Knowing you had the trust of Graven Ash, Tunan deemed you proper representative to deliver Kairos' edict. Aside from being given a 3-day window to read the edict, you receive no other instructions. The edict is the most powerful magic that is Kairos' most powerful magic. Commandments. Wow. The Edict of Storms. I will warn the people. In an attempt to ingratiate themselves with the people of Stalwart, the Scarlet Chorus insisted that warning be sent to the towns so that people may prepare for the horror about to descend on them. Kairos' wrath was intended for the cowardly reagents of Stalwart, not these unfortunates swept up to the calamity of the leadership. A warning in advance of the spell would give locals time to prepare for the devastation to come. You were content to let punishment fall on the innocent as lightly as Kairos' rule allows. Confidently, yet spare lives. You broke the seal of Kairos' Edict of Storms and read the Overlord's incantation. Okay. Oh, the clear skies darkened as you read the final words of the edict. A flurry of wind and rain whipped through the rolling plains and craggy canyons, turning rocks, uprooted trees, and hapless soldiers into hazardous shrapnel. Armed with a measure of foresight, you were able to remove yourself from the area before the storms grew more violent. Over time, nearby communities told of cyclones consisting of thousands of soldiers worth of limbs, spears, armor, and skulls. What's more? The weather showed no sign of dissipating. Several units of disfavored, who fought the enemy in spite of the advancing storm, were caught up in the Overlord's magic. The few survivors regrouped and nursed their wounds. Their failure to topple the stalwart legion shamed them into believing the dead more fortunate. The name Stalwart fell from use. People took to calling it the Blade Grave for the remade landscape festooned with the iron and bronze armaments of two once great legends. As Kairos' forces departed, you spared a glance back at the ruins of Stalwart, marveling at your work. You didn't have long to rest before Tunin called you into service once more. One more time. You have reached the end of Kairos' conquest. Do you want to continue or erase your progress and start over? Continue. There's no changing. The past is the past.
The year is 431, and Kairos' invasion has shattered all major opposition in the tiers. The Younger Realms, the Bastard Tier, the Free Cities. All who defied Kairos lay broken by battle, or bowed in surrender. The two armies of the Overlord, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, now control our lands. But our will is not yet extinguished. Not entirely. In the Valley of Vendrian's Well, those of us unwilling to bow to Kairos have banded together in defiance. Violating an oath of surrender from 2 years prior, we have staged a bloody uprising, murdering the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus garrison in a midnight assault.
Ooh.
With their main forces spread across the tiers, the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus redeploy to Vendrian's Well to crush the resistance. But months pass with no definitive battle. As disagreement and discord paralyze the Archons, we bide our time and wait for our message of insurrection to spread across the tiers. The Overlord is not amused, and Kairos has one message for the Archons: crush the Oathbreakers or die. Kairos backs this threat with an edict, a magical commandment that can slay all in the valley should the order be ignored. The honor of proclaiming this edict fell to you. Sent across the mountains to Vendrian's Well, you carry the Overlord's edict to read before the Archons. As you finally make your way through the winding mountain passes into the valley, the ground trembles, and Kairos' magic seals the way behind you. You are trapped in Vendrian's Well, with Kairos' armies and the Oathbreakers. The only way to survive is to fulfill the terms of the Overlord's edict, in any way that you can.
Okay. Gameplay. Fatebinder Ruger, I presume we've been expecting you. You can disable the 40 months of runtime. Here's the Overlord praise. When I hear the avalanche, I feared the valley was sealed with you on the other side. Spirit warrior clasps your gauntlet to her breastplate. We were told a Fatebinder was coming, and though our commanders will not say it, it seems obvious great national voices of Nerat can agree on nothing. Least of all battle plans to wipe out the Oathbreakers. I trust you bring orders from Tuna that will bring this deadlock. Faction we was allied with. Okay. Our soldiers will complete their task or die. War 20. Can you hear that hum in the air? Go around the rocks, the avalanche is Cairo's magic. For it has sealed the valley. Senses are more than mine, good Fatebinder. I do not predict how know much about such things. Important business. Well, you don't have to be the Archon of Secrets, I guess. You don't really have an edict. does Kyrus have in store for the enemy? 10 years of festering plague? An edict of twisted bones? Is leveled against us? Her eyes widen with fear, her posture slackens. But the Scarlet Chorus prevents us from taking action. Why would the Overlord punish both of? She clears her throat with a sigh. Forgive me. It is not my place to question. We should have conquered the enemy within weeks of arriving in the valley. Delay reflects poorly on all of us. Two Archons and their armies cannot take a single battle. Taking before, of course, Kyrus is displeased. If we all follow Kyrus and will stop the insurrection, no harm will come to any of us. It's true. I call you the Stormcaller. I saw firsthand what happened to Stalwart for their refusal to fight. He's guilty of stalling and offending the Overlord. Sorry as if you said, if we follow Kyrus, there's no need for concern. That's ever the case. You traveled a long way. I won't keep you further. I'm sure the Archons want to hear from you. Did you hear that? Runners. They're trying to squeak. They're trying to remember. Let's go to the president. Good fight.
Right.
Tyranny uses a pausable rear-time combat system. Because you will often manage more than one character at a time, it's a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real-time to see orders play out. The options menu also contains many choices. Trying to learn this a little bit here.
Can't do that.
Can't do that. Keep on your talent points. How do I... Okay.
Sorry, I can't.
We should be vigilant to deal with the remaining Oathbreakers in the past. Ew. From the other prisoners, runners are instructed to escape the valley and drill through. clear the path to the enemy, just head south. 3 athletics requirement not met.
Will do.
For the queen!
Yes. Right. Right. Sorry, I can't.
I can just skip that, right? How much health do I have? I got a bunch.
Can't do that. I got it. Right. Aye. On it.
Nice. Sun Soldier's Javelin. Oh, you have to actually move.
Try and catch me, worm.
A young Scarlet Fury weaves around the veneered guard attackers, holding their weapons with fluid grace. She nods to acknowledgement. Let this enemy soldier pass their goal. This one's crazy. Too much linear water. We should cut our losses back.
Fate finder. Here at last. Care to join me in putting these cowards out of their misery?
Save something for me.
On it. Right.
Okay, she can do a few things. Burning iron, blood-soaked stone.
No dice.
Sorry, I can't. Will do. Ready?
Oh!
You got it. Phew. I can tell you didn't spend the conquest in a diplomat's tent.
The fighter surveys the fresh corpus and nods with satisfaction.
I'm
I know.
versed, by the way. But there are more important things to take care of than introductions. Those Vendrian guard we killed didn't come alone.
She gestures a skirmish, unfolding the past flow, shaking her head. Why the veteran guard attacking now? You fight like a storm, what's your role in the army?
A Scarlet Fury, one of the elite killers of our ignoble gang. You'll see more than a few of us around camp, but don't let that fool you. We're a rare breed. Most of the soldiers in the Scarlet Chorus are little more than farmers and children armed with rusted forks. Makes them easier to control. The voices of Narat called his best fighters to this siege. There must be something important about Vendrian's well, though don't ask me what. The Archon isn't in the habit of spilling secrets.
Not so fast.
The
Let's
voices of
explain what
Nerat
you're
told me to intercept you at Edgering Ruins before you busied yourself solving all of the camp's problems. Guess I was too late.
doing. There's a vow that he could steal the minds of others.
You're due for a meeting with the Archons, but we should handle the small matter of this ambush first. My guess? The Vendrian Guard are testing our strength in battle, learning how we perform before they organize a real offensive. That, or they're really, really desperate to get beyond the mountains and couldn't wait until nightfall.
All right, let's go.
I like that. Before we go, you might search among the remains of our fallen comrades. Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or any useful iron they might be clutching. No reason to pity the fallen. Before long, we might wish we'd joined them here. But at least we'll enjoy heavy pockets and warm toes.
That's true.
For the voices of Nerat! Just point me in the right direction. You got it.
Eyes forward, no looking back. This fox headed towards high. Stay decided or your funeral will be over the side of the bluff. I'm watching later, but I implore you to end this foolishness and lay down your arms. Not a chance. If I surrender, I'm as good as dead. At least we could drag some of Kairus' chosen along our short journey to the void. There's 3 enemies we have to kill. Run down the oath breakers, let none escape. For the Red Mama of reinforcements from the south is bloodshed let none escape. Keep to the path. So just really push this guy for us. No, don't engage them. We need to run.
Look at that.
Companion versus join your party. Versus a capable warrior skilled in both melee and range combat. You need to balance your strengths against the strengths of your character to be successful in combat. While it is possible to adventure alone, you will find the game more rewarding with a well-balanced party. Enable their AI.
I. I.
Let them think they... They can hit me. Oh, now I have to kill you.
Right.
This isn't... Not a problem, boss.
Easy. Come quick, we have a situation on the cliffside. They have the commander.
On it. On it.
Alright, well, where's the situation? Talk to this person. Stow your weapons or we find out how a long man screams before hitting the ravine down below. Oh no. Skewer him. Worry for not for me. Graven Ash will protect. You heard the man. He planned he invited you to use that little blade of yours. What are you waiting for? Permission for your pimp? This blade with a jerk of the knife, he slips off a clump of Dras's matted hair. If you're so eager to see your ally dead, just step closer. Release the prisoner and you might know the inside of a cell. We have to help Drastus. You heard Drastus. Let him die. Gain wrath with Scarlet Chorus. You have gained favor with disfavor. Death to your archangels. Body falls on the ground and disfavored soldiers pounce forward. Quickly reducing the Oathbreaker to a bloody mass. Dress's death will be a setback. He was a fine steward of the steadfast. War swallows her lips and pursed an acre. But with the losses we've sustained in this war, I'm the next in command. I will aspire to be half the leader Drastus was. One of the soldiers found some mage blather on the Oathbreakers. I figured you'd be trained in letters. Could perhaps. On the papers, her face blushing, and quickly thrust the sheaf towards you. Literacy is rare in the Northern Empire, where the disfavored are born and trained. Time spent reading and writing is, after all, time not spent sparring and readying one's body and mind for battle. Let's examine. Repeating the same messages in different written scripts, the parchments explain the Vendrian Guard desire to overthrow Kyros's Archons and rout their armies from the tiers. Oh, Oakland invites all who remain loyal younger realms to gather Avenger as well. Recruitment material, they were trying to bring more traders to the fight. The Vendrian Guard decide to overthrow. There were likely other groups trying to flee the valley, but we can rest knowing we stopped this group. A shame it's at such a high cost. Archons are expecting you to disfavored war camp. When you are ready to leave, exit by the southeast gate and keep going that way through the foothills. Okay.
I got it.
Let's see what he's got on his loot. Banglets, bronze phalanx, grain. Let's see. We don't have anything. I thought we took everything. Oh, wait. Can I put these on? Heavy armor. Plus 1 deflection, minus 0.3 recovery. Yeah, no. This is obviously better. A helm. Oh, I should probably equip this to her character. She's kind of a tank. Well, shit. I'll just keep all my shit. That way I don't have to worry about it. Put a hood on her, though. A lot of reading. Select core sigil. What am I supposed to do? The Archon demands all prisoners be given a chance to serve the chorus. I don't know what these things are. Weapons and armor are strewn haphazardly around the cart. Every blade shows signs of rust and everything's bone is in need of repair. Where am I supposed to go? Quest. Travel to the disfavored camp. Make your way southeast through edging fort. Travel to the disfavored camp.
Sorry, I can't. Can't do that. Sorry, I can't.
What the fuck? Targus claim these not just any upgrade is one of theirs. Mercy for these. We must give the vanquished enemy a chance to serve. Says Governor here, you understand the wisdom of the Scarlet Chorus. The Overlord does not wish to rule over him. He was conquered, but with his shield and mercy, we will have conquered a mountain to stretch to nothing. Voices interact, leaving us in an impasse. First we have fate, binder here to settle the matter for us. So what do you say? What should become of this prisoner? Prisoner will go to the Scarlet Chorus, but mark my words, treating these curs with kindness has been and continues to be a mistake. Make sure the prisoner is taken straight to the voices in around. Important business in the valley, no point in keeping you. For the glory of Kairos. How do I get to the valley?
On it.
This is to head southeast. Jump down. Okay, let's climb the rope. Take a better look at the turret, bronze turrets. Oh.
Can't do that.
Can't do that. Southeast.
Sorry, I can't.
Oh. Use the holes in the wall to climb up it. Damn it.
Sorry, I can't. Can't do that. Sorry, I can't.
Oh. That's an icon I just didn't click on before. Disfavored camp. Exit. Characters to be targeted by selected by left. Okay. Slow down a moment. I know we're both eager to watch the Archons bicker over tactics like a pair of magpies, but I need to ask you something first. What's that? You come as a mediator, consider the source. Well, I can't help but feel the mediator got the source. Let's have that. What's so special about you? I'm here to deliver music for Kairos. Considering how long the siege has taxed the armies, I can understand why Kairos will send you with me to speed things along. Have you read it? The Archons must claim Ascension Hall by Kairos to be surrounded. The Archons must claim Ascension Hall. Kairos is Dave Smith. Day or holiday and rest for all with the Able Wars Empire. Choice days the last day would span. America's spider wing. Well, thanks for coming in. Our sins are right here. Just start with the button. This is the voices of your attention. I knew that I could find you in the edging ruins. Truthfully, I could have picked you out of the crowd. You're the one that one of us is full of from this ball and is sick of back with it. I really ought to be meeting with them now. War tent is just past the center of camp. She nods toward the northeast. Careful around these disfavored types. They take their work seriously, and most have suffered too many blows to the head. Look at you. Our gatecrasher from the court is still in one piece. At his favorite camp, always happen to have an honored ally pay us a visit. Sorry, but with the helmet, it's hard to tell face. No reason for you to remember me. I was 2 flies over. One beard, or two files over. Not one minute behind me. One gives an illusion of so many and having two. In other words, babysit 2 nuns novice. But you fought well, not as well as us. Certainly better than those dumb pukes in the chorus. Go on in. The Archons are expecting you. You'll find the war tent in the center of the camp. Thank you. I don't know what to expect, but yes. That's what I'm going for here. Yeah, I know.
See that?
I probably think I should end it here. Can I save right here? Act 1, Ash's tent. Oh, we are here. Okay. Yeah. So we're here. I'm gonna go ahead and end it for right now for today. But Tyranny, new game. It's slowly getting there. But it's like got a D&D-esque style to it, so we'll see how this goes. Depending on if I like it or not, I'm gonna have to keep playing it. I'll keep playing it. We'll see. Maybe not if I'm trying to knock some games off the list, but I don't know. We'll give it another chance next stream. Apologies for the whole Venetica game. Don't care about playing it anymore because it just crashed my computer. So I'm just done with it. Done trying with it. So moving on. So thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye bye. Boop.